Hello Internet, I'm Scarecrow85 and this is Darkmane.
That's me.
Hey Darkmane, what are we doing today, Darkmane?
Well, I'm sure a lot of people will recognise this, even though it doesn't quite look like it.
I don't know, it looks kind of familiar to me.
Okay, so bear with me. There's this new game out at the moment that seemingly everyone is playing right now.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember the name.
What could that be?
Oh,
It's Bob! It's Bob!
yeah,
It's my boy Bob! I've got him in my village.
Bob. Bob's the best.
He is really the best though, he's amazing.
Right here in the start.
Yeah, I'm loving this. Oh, it is Vesta!
Oh, that's Vesta.
Yep. So okay, right. So I've got both of those guys in my village now, and they're apparently from right back in the right. I should explain this from the beginning. Actually, this is the original Animal Crossing. What's this called again? This isn't like what's that?
No, it's not called Animal Crossing per se, I suppose.
No.
This is Dobutsu No Mori.
Okay.
Which literally translates to something like Animals Forest, I guess.
Animals Forest.
Animal Forest.
Animal
yes.
Forest. Okay, well that makes sense.
Right, let's get into it.
Yeah. Let's play it.
Look at that. Look at our person.
Oh, so yeah, the little pseudo terrifying human thing, little homunculus.
Okay, so this is the very first game in the entire series. This is on the N64, so
Nice and angular, nice and low resolution.
as you can see, it's looking great.
It's not bad actually.
No. I mean, they did well for what they had at the time.
Heck yeah! I mean, you can see that's a dog. His face is animating. It's a little bit iffy, but it's not too bad.
It's a bit low resolution, but yeah. Totakeke.
As in Totaka, as in the real life musician.
Yeah, the guy who makes the music for a lot of Nintendo games, I guess.
Yeah, I did hear that this character was based on him. Of course, we know him as KK Slider. Apparently modelled on him, the real life Toad.
Yeah, because apparently he's a white dog.
Yeah, with really thick eyebrows. Yeah. Oh, I love it.
I'm going to skip through most of this because despite what it may seem, I can't actually read Japanese. I struggle with reading hiragana and katakana phonetically.
Yeah.
And I know maybe 10 Chinese words or kanji.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be able to read katakana to a limited degree, but I certainly can't now. I haven't done it for so long. I can barely remember any of it.
Pretty much in Monster Hunter when it was a Japan exclusive for a little while.
Yeah, we imported Monster Hunter and learned it so we could play it.
I've already done the date, so I guess spoilers, but we're doing this on the 24th of April. Now here's a fun thing. When I set the date earlier,
Yeah.
just to test this and everything, he's going to ask me if that's correct. I think so. I'm not sure which option it is. I think that one. But yeah, when I tested this earlier, the year only goes up to like 2030. So in 10 years, this game is going to be obsolete.
Oh.
Oh, it's hanging a little bit.
Oh, it's not frozen, is it? Okay, we're fine.
Okay. Let's see. I think I'm entering my name.
Looks that way.
Let's see if I can do this. So this is katakana. That's good. I need the H's, and I need this one. I need this one, but I need it to be with that. So it's B.
Ah, okay, yep.
And I'm not sure, but I think I need a small one of these as well, so that it's B.
Yeah, isn't there usually a line after that as well?
I'm not sure. I have no idea how to actually do it, but let's put the line in anyway.
Yeah.
So, there you go. B.
I recognise that as B. So obviously Darkmane is also known as Dark B, or just B sometimes. So that's appropriate and easy to type, kind of.
Yes.
Also, I could see Joan in the background.
That's right. She was there from the very start as well.
It's amazing how much of this game has stayed true to the original. Then again, it's Nintendo, so it's amazing that it changed at all.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, the new one seems to have introduced a lot of sort of successors to these old characters.
Yeah.
So, is it Mary Ann or Mary Sue or whatever it was the new one?
Yeah, she's the granddaughter of
I
Joan.
think this is my village name.
Oh, sure.
Let's just do it in English. So, yes, it does have English.
Handy.
We need it, but it's still the weird, like, this Japanese letter wheel or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Which, we don't have a keyboard in those days, apparently.
Apparently not.
I don't know. What should we call our village?
Oh, blimey, I don't know. Let's... It's something quick and easy to type. Let's call it B.
Like that?
I think we should put a couple of E's on the end of it as well.
Okay.
Ah, there you go. It's cool. Oh, lots of E's. Yeah, do all the E's. 2 more. Okay, we're going to...
Cool. I really like when you type the letters, and this is true of all Animal Crossing games, but they say the letter.
Oh, they do. Yeah. Oh.
Will it still say it? No, because I've already filled out. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, the animal...
village or whatever it is.
So I've noticed that the voices in this, the animalese they call it, are it's a little bit different because firstly they have changed it over the years anyway, but also I'm used to hearing the English animalese.
This is on the N64. Give them some credit. They probably didn't have the whatever they needed for this sort of thing.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. But what I'm saying is that what we're hearing now is Japanese animalese,
Yeah.
which sounds different.
Okay. Right. So I've just told him that. Well, I told him my name and my town name, and I've also told him that I don't know what I'm doing once I get there. Essentially.
Yeah.
He's just gone off to phone up a friend of his to give me a house.
A friend of his, eh?
Yes.
Who is this guy anyway? Who is this cat? I really like him.
This is Rover.
Rover.
Known in English as Rover.
Okay. I haven't seen him in New Horizons yet. Is he around, do you think?
Here's the thing. Now, there's been a new trailer out for some updates, and the updates are live now. But in the background of one of the scenes, Rover was apparently seen.
Ooh.
So Rover's a special kind of character. He sort of helps you set up the game and everything. He's looking out for you, pretty much. He sort of has a understanding for this. It's difficult to explain, really.
What you're saying is he gets a bit meta.
Yes. Kind of like that. He does. In a lot of the past games, he has sort of, looked out for you, made sure that, and also handled how you look as well by giving you a questionnaire.
Oh yeah.
Right in B village.
Wait, hang on a minute. This train only has one carriage. When he went out and through that door, where did he go?
Outside, I guess. Outside park.
Apparently, except that. Hang on a minute. Let me, trying to think what direction the train was going in. Ah, it doesn't matter. There it goes.
Yep, there's Porter, our train porter, aptly named.
Yep.
Okay, so here is our friend who's going to look after us and get us a house.
He looks familiar.
Yep, look who it is.
It's a Tanuki. Tom Nook.
Yeah, pretty much Tanuki. I can't remember what that last letter is.
Right, okay, so basically the devil has arrived to make a deal with us.
Oh my god, even Tom Nook is laughing at our face.
His laughter shape looks like scythes.
Yes, that's the laughter of those days, I guess.
What is with our outfit, though?
I don't know. We've kind of I don't know why it's got the horns and stuff. The Skyrim helmet, whatever.
Yeah. Apparently we're the Dragonborn.
Well, N64, I guess, is the only explanation for it. Look at those fences; they're just planes.
Oh yeah, they are. They're just sprites. I think the trees are sprites as well. Actually, they're not 3D at all.
Yeah.
In all honesty, though, that's terribly clever when you think about it, because it cuts down enormously on polygons.
this was really ahead of its time, even back in those days.
Yeah.
Like, this would have been, I believe, this was around mid to the end of the N64's life cycle, and I'm not sure, but it may have been originally planned for the 64 DD. But obviously, when that got scrapped, they had to repurpose this and put this in. So this has a day and night, or not day and night, a timer built inside the cartridge, which would have originally been handled by the 64 DD and stuff. I'm picking a house, by the way.
Okay.
If you're confused.
Is there any difference, or is it literally just roof colour?
It's just roof colour, I believe.
Cool.
So yes.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
I have a radio at least.
Oh yeah, that's more important than a toilet or a bed.
Yay. Yeah. Well. Hey, this is a village of animals. They do it outside anyway.
That's a good point.
Right, am I happy with the house? Yes, I am.
Watch where you step.
Awesome, this is my house.
Hooray!
There's a designated spot for the 4 players to live in these houses. Because any game can have up to 4 players.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
I can't help but notice as well that Tom Nook is quite a bit larger than you are.
That's a very good point.
He's huge.
Yeah.
Either that or you're tiny. Yeah.
Jeez.
I think that Nook is quite big actually, because if you look at him compared to that door, he'd have to stoop to get through it.
He probably would. I can't quite see where his feet are at because of the speech bubble.
Oh yeah. They're off the bottom of the screen. He's got really long legs.
He does look huge. Okay, let's get through this dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's talking about how much I'm going to pay for this house.
Oh, he's talking prices, is he?
Yes. Ready? I'm going to give him all the money I've got. Oh, that's the price.
So he literally fleeces you for every penny you currently have.
There we go. Oh, my UI is a bit messed up. Okay.
Ugh.
Full disclaimer, I am using an emulator. So, yeah, sorry about that garbage, I suppose. Like, that's why it's hanging whenever I bring up a menu.
Yeah.
All the money I had when I came over to this town was 1,000 bells. And it's obviously not enough to cover this loan.
I mean, he could have taken less than all the money you've got. If you're going to pay it off as a loan anyway, he could have left you with something to your name.
Well, here's the best part. Now, he's just had an idea.
Oh boy. When Tom Nook has ideas.
I don't know what anyone says, but we're going to meet him at Nook's Cranny.
Oh, he's really shifting.
Yeah, oh my god, my gyroid. Gosh.
Whoa. That gyroid is gyroiding.
Yeah, not that friend.
Wow. Okay, so this is the game. That camera angle is pretty steep, I've
This
noticed.
camera angle is giving me a heart attack. It's so high up, jeez. Oh, I've got pears.
Well, I mean, in New Horizons, you can tip the camera to look more or less roughly this angle. But I thought it was a staple, like a known staple of the Animal Crossing series, that the world was on like a cylinder and rolled towards you. But it turns out, looking at this, yeah, that was something they added later.
Let's explore a bit, really.
Yeah, let's have a look around.
This is the N64. You think it can render an entire map?
Well, no, and I've noticed actually that when you get to the edge of grid squares, you have to scroll the camera manually.
Hi there, guy.
That's a frightening looking creature.
Oh my god, I don't think he's got enough pixels in space.
It looks like a monkey with horns.
I think it's a goat.
Oh, it is a goat.
Now, look at his face compared to his t-shirt.
Oh yeah, his face is really soft and blurry, and his t-shirt's relatively well rendered.
Yeah, his t-shirt has more pixels than he does.
Well, I suppose his t-shirt doesn't have to animate.
I suppose.
It's rendered differently for that reason, I suspect.
I think his face is just stretched.
Yeah, there is that as well, yeah.
Who links these signs? Those are plots for people people's houses when they eventually move in.
Okay. I've also noticed that the textures on the floor and on the trees are identical to the modern textures on the trees and floor. Like, they haven't changed that. They've just softened it off a little bit, made it a bit less, crazy and in your face.
Yep, not much has changed. I mean, a lot has changed, but all the general, it's still good old recognisable Animal Crossing.
Yeah, and look at the icons for the shells that were on the beach back there. They're the same as the modern ones. They haven't really changed it. They just updated it.
So yeah, there's whichever ones, probably Venus combs or whatever.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So, for compare this to Mario 64, right? And we got a ball. That was fun. And
it went camera, so it hit these.
yeah. So obviously Mario 64 had a much, bigger environment and the camera could move, but you didn't have all these textures. Like, this is way more visually interesting, I think.
Yeah. Well, as I say, this was around the end of the N64's life cycle, so by that time they had gotten used to the technology and knew what they could get away with, really.
By the way, I love that cat.
He's pretty cute. He's not a Bob, though.
He's not quite as cool as Bob.
Oh, hello
Ooh,
there.
a bear.
Yeah, apparently.
He's pretty great. I like him.
He's got a clover.
It's a club, isn't it?
A club, yeah. So,
Yeah, the card suit.
Yeah.
I find it fascinating that, like, Nintendo are notorious for not really changing much as they go along. Oh, there's a shiny spot. Dig it up.
Oh!
Ooh, an orange head.
Hi there.
Ugh, see annoying orange.
Yes. Well.
Kinda. But yeah, Nintendo, like, with their Pokemon series and with Mario, they kind of remake the same game over and over again, and that's a formula that works for them. They just upgrade the graphics, they, expand on it a little bit each time. And they've obviously done that with Animal Crossing, but it's really quite fun to... I'm loving looking at this, because I can see the progression they've made.
Yeah, you can see how far they've come to get to where they are now.
Yeah. I mean, this looks like fun, and this looks gorgeous, and I would enjoy playing this anyway, but makes me kind of appreciate even more how gorgeous the current version of Animal Crossing is.
Yeah. Well, this was their very first go at something like this, so you'll have to give them a little bit of slack for it.
Oh, I remember these guys!
Yep, Booker and Cooper.
Yeah, so the first Animal Crossing game that I ever played was on the DS, I think, and these guys were the town guards.
Oh, that's right, yes.
And if you wanted to go on play on someone else's island, you had to talk to them. And they also were in charge of Lost and Found, which I think is what you're currently looking at.
I just want to point out those wanted posters and that frightening face on the left side.
See, to me, that on the left-hand side, the very far left one.
Yeah, that monster face.
It looks like it's a snarling face.
Yes.
To me, it looks like an owl. I think that's... I think that's Blathers. I think Blathers is a wanted man.
Oh, I see. So where you're thinking it's like his chest pattern,
Yeah.
I'm thinking these are like teeth.
Yeah, you got it.
Beak. It's his nose. Anyway. So yes, this is Lost and Found. There's Coop. This is Cooper, isn't it?
Probably. I honestly don't remember. I can't read it.
Yeah, he actually does play a bigger role in the remake of this.
Oh,
So
really?
This never released in English in any form at all. I am lost again.
You're lost, aren't you? Yeah.
I don't have a map. I have to look at those billboards.
Then again, you get lost on my island.
And I have a map for that one.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, this was on the N64. It never released in English in any way, except for the GameCube had a game in America released called Animal Crossing.
Huh.
Not for us in the UK though, but I managed to play it through some region unlocking.
Of course you did.
So Animal Crossing on the GameCube, the American version, was my very first gateway into the series.
Ah, so you're an original player then. You were into it before it was cool.
Kind of, yes. And Animal Crossing was pretty much a remake of this game with a few added features. So Cooper or Pop or whatever his name is,
Yeah.
he will actually do morning aerobics. Let's just go see a Nook and see what he has in store for us.
Yeah.
So that's why I know this intro sequence and what I'm doing is because everything is pretty much the same as it was on Animal Crossing. You have to talk to Rover, tell him your name, do this and this, and also do this part. I need to put on what he just gave me. So sorry for the horrible emulator UI. Oh, there's my peaches that I picked up.
Oh yeah.
I need this. I need to pick it up, and I need to put it on me. That should be my character on there, but it's not rendering.
It's not rendering though.
Yeah. Okay, so I put on. It's Tom Nook's work uniform.
Oh, okay. So that's how you're going to work your money back then.
That's right. He's I'm working for him to pay off the 18,800 bells that I still have for my house.
Oh, love it.
Yes.
So I've noticed that the two pots on the right here, you can actually craft those exactly as you see them in Animal Crossing New Horizons with clay.
Yeah, and you can also customize them, which is very nice, right?
Yeah.
So here's my first task. I need to plant flowers, and I can't be bothered, so I'm just going to go into a corner up here.
Yes.
And yes, we're going to stare at this for a little bit. I think it's that one.
Oh, there you go. That worked quite nicely, actually.
We might have to speed this up.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll skip to when this is done, I think. Do you have to plant those trees as well?
I do, yes. Check out these flowers.
Oh, they look great.
Yay, right, okay. Now for the trees.
But I suppose, back in the day, like, back in this day, when they were making this game, that being able to affect your environment like that and plant flowers wherever you wanted them and they would stay there forevermore, that was a pretty big deal. Like, that was something different.
Exactly. I mean, you think about how they managed to do this on the N64, but every single tile on this map has to save a whole load of information.
Yeah.
Like, whether it's got a tree planted in it, whether it's next to a cliff, whether it's even the texture it has on it.
Yeah. I've also noticed, though, Darkmane, that you planted those trees really close together. In New Horizons, you can't do that.
Die.
Yeah, they won't work. Okay, cool. Just checking.
Oh, actually, before I do this...
That's samurai armour in the top there. Sorry.
I'm going to do something quite funny. I'm going to... Oh, I caught my eyes blinking.
Ah.
I'm going to put my old clothes back on.
Oh, does Tom Nook not like that?
Fudge!
Oh, whoops. You dropped them.
This is my problem! In Animal Crossing New Horizons, anyone who gives me a gift, I'll make sure to drop it on the floor first of all.
Yeah, just to be sure.
No longer in uniform. Now watch this.
You're going to upset Tom Nook. What?
Ah!
What do you think you're doing?
Look at this angry pixelated face.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of Tom Nook.
I don't think this occurred anything. I think he just gets mad at you.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny though. Okay. I don't know what this is.
Well, he used your name and the town name.
And yeah, and the town name. Oh, I think I had to introduce myself to all the villagers, maybe.
Ah, okay. So we're gonna. That's a Stardew Valley type thing right there. Go and introduce yourself to everyone. Good luck finding them all. Oh, there's a frog.
Check out those PlayStation symbols.
Yeah, I noticed that. But actually, in Animal Crossing New Horizons, when you got a place being built and they put up a sign saying Nook Construction, I'm pretty sure on that sign somewhere there's a series of circles and triangles underneath it and X's and things.
Yeah.
So I assume that that's implied to be some kind of pseudo-language?
No, there's something about because they're also the Magic Cooper spells as well.
Ah, yeah.
They're just general symbols, but it just so happens that PlayStation and Sony use it.
I suppose they can't exactly put a patent on circle, triangle, square, cross.
No, they're too general.
Yeah. You can probably patent having them in a particular order on a game controller, but they are shapes that everyone's allowed to use.
But yeah, so this is the original Animal Crossing.
Right.
Forest for the N64.
Animal Forest for the N64. Well, this has been absolutely fascinating. It's just mesmerising to watch for me. I just look at that water. Yeah, it's really interesting to see this because I'd never seen it before. I've seen screenshots and stuff, but I've never seen it played. I didn't know really what it was like. And
Just had to look because no one, probably a lot of people haven't seen this. For one, it's really old.
it certainly is.
You can't get it in English, and for three, you can't get it ever. Continue like I don't know, 20 years maybe.
Yeah, and they changed. Yeah, and they changed the camera angle. They introduced crafting systems, objects that degrade and fall apart, the ability to terraform. I mean, there's so much that you can do in the new one that you just can't do in this one. But even so, oh, there goes. Oh, it's 11 p.m. in real time as well as in the game.
It is where we are. Oh, there's my house.
Yeah, it is where we are right now. Yeah, UK time. There you go. Look at that. Right. Well, I tell you what. I think we'll leave it there. And
let me save and quit first. Otherwise, I'm going to have to face Rossetti.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, Rossetti. Yeah, you kids these days don't know how good you've got it, not having to face that mean old mole.
Yeah, if you don't come to your gyroid and you don't ask him to save your game, you have to sit through a lecture from Rossetti.
Yeah, they stopped doing that because people got a bit upset about the...
People actually got upset by how harsh Rossetti was.
Yeah.
Save and quit or save and continue. I'm saving and quitting.
Yeah, Rossetti will give you a right old talking to if you reloaded a game that hadn't been saved. So yeah, that was Animal Forest for the N64.
Yes, again, apologies for my crappy emulator and stuff, but there is literally no other way for me to get this recorded
Yeah.
for people to see, unless I spend thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of money that I don't have.
Exactly. No, this was... I think this is fine. It's just a little sneak peek into the world that was. And it's been kind of educational. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this. We've certainly enjoyed making this video. It's been really educational. And yeah, thanks for showing us this, Darkman. I appreciate you firing this up for us.
You're welcome. I hope this gives people a new appreciation for the new game.
Yeah, well, it's given me an appreciation for it. That's for sure. So yeah, thanks again, and yeah, hopefully you'll come back to the channel and check out some of the other stuff we've got here, and check out Darkman as well. We're both on Twitter. Yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video.